Okay, S-E-06 here. Welcome to the next high-scoring session. I'll be doing episode E6, which is the one that I'm up to. I'm doing all of them by columns. So I've done the first 7 columns, X row notwithstanding. I'm going to do that at the very end. The first thing that I've done is calculate the splits, and that tells me what I have to aim for on each level. The 0 is 277, the perfect 0 would be this. It would be pretty nice to break 280. That would be a very good cleanliness. So let's continue. So, funny story, I've actually already been playing this level for almost an hour. In a previous video, trying to execute Mishu's route. You can see that there's a second here that he has, and this is basically due to beating a drone cycle here. So I've spent about an hour, 50 minutes trying to go for it unsuccessfully. I think it is possible. I got close very often, but I must not be very, particularly fit today, because I got close a few times, but I wasn't really getting close. I wasn't never really actually finishing the deal. Basically, long story short, as you can imagine, everything needs to be on point for this to work. Everything I'm currently doing needs to be perfect for you to be able to do it. So actually what I've decided to do is, I think I've come up with a kind of hybrid, which should allow me to take the 0. It's kind of a hybrid. I mean, it's actually the same cycle, but the idea is to actually go past them, so that then when let's see if I can show it now. No, I don't think so, yeah. Basically beat them, so that I can then pass through them on the same cycle, the JP, but with more momentum. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay. So, yeah, this is 0.5. The 0 is actually 0.567. So it is, I think, a bit faster, but it's still tight, because it is the same cycle. Of course, you can also jump here, which is another alternative, but I think that must be slower. There's also the possibility of doing the corner jump like that, 0.4, but then as you can see, it's very, very easy to miss the gold. So you have to slow down, and eventually you almost lose all the advantage. So I think instead of going for the corner jump, I'm going to try to clean everything else, because if you wall slide very cleanly, that's going to be similarly fast. Of course, you can also make a bit of a hybrid there. Instead of going straight to the corner, wall slide a little bit, and then still go for the corner jump. That way the corner jump is easier, but it maybe still saves some time. Maybe that's what I'm going to go for. But anyway, let's first focus on getting the first part done, because it's not trivial. I mean, I think you basically, especially if you want to beat the drones without jumping, it still needs to be almost perfect. I think, but it must be, I think I do have a little bit of spare. Like, I don't have to be as perfect as with the Mishu route. But it's still easier, because I can just go through the drones to the other side, instead of actually having to take the switch before even entering, which involves doing a perfect turnaround. Eesh, crap. I want to go running because that gives me better momentum. So again, other alternative is to go like that, but I think that's too slow. We can try. But I don't know. That's 0.5. Remember, 0 is 5, 6, 7. So there are different combinations. But of course, I also missed one piece of gold because of the wall jump, or because of the corner jump. You basically still need to do it perfectly. Goodness. See, even trying to go for a hybrid. Everything needs to be on point to do Mishu route. I don't know how much spare I have here. But the wall jump, you need to try to release jump for only a frame. Otherwise, you just don't have enough momentum. Obviously, I can detect that I'm not going fast enough. And I think I'm going to try to do a little bit of a hybrid there. Try to wall slide, but still do a bit of a corner jump, because I mean, if I don't corner jump at all, then you lose way too much horizontal momentum. I don't know if you can still be faster. Maybe I can run through. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's super slow. So that's the thing. Even if you, oh no, it's not that slow. Good. Okay. It was 0.5. Dead? No, surprising. Let's see what this is. 4.4. I need about 0.2 more. Oh man, I just looked at the time. I thought, oh, it's already 18 minutes. But no. It's so far this video is 8. Okay. It's just even beating it is difficult. That's very slow too, right? Not too bad. Okay. So if you want to do the Mishu route, all of this has to be basically perfect. If you want to run through, you know, you do this hybrid that I'm doing by running through, I think the timing is a bit more lenient, but it's still ridiculously tight. So everything needs to be very, very perfect. Yeah, otherwise you just don't jump enough. It's not fast enough. So running through is very, very tight. It's faster, I think, but well, I mean, it definitely allows for a faster route. But it's very tight. Of course, it's much easier if you allow yourself to miss some that piece of gold, because then you can preserve more momentum before the wall jump, right? Now, .5, only because the ending was quite decent. Oh shit! I did manage another corner jump, 0.6. You know, it's a bit of a pity because I know this has so much potential, right? I had to lose. This has more potential, obviously, but I don't know. I think I maybe leave it here, so anyone watching can actually go ahead and try to do a bit more justice to this level, and then if they retake it, then we can. Then maybe I'll go after it again, try to improve it back and forth. You know, do the fun battle stuff. But I don't think I'm gonna continue now. I mean, it's a bit disappointing because I know this. Even the hybrid route that I've been doing has more potential. You can see I've done a couple of sloppy bits here and there at the end. So 0.8 or something like that would be attainable. But yeah, for the perspective of the episode, I think I'm going to move on. It doesn't feel like, because I've been playing this level for about 10 minutes now, but as I already said, I've actually played it for about 50 minutes before, right? So trying to do the Mishu route without success, so I'm actually already tired. Okay, so we have the level 0 here by a tiny bit. It's a very solid framework here. So I mean, 2 frames. It's not too shabby in the sense that there is a framework going on here. Although with the hybrid route is a bit shabby, so a bit disappointing. But anyway, the 0 would be 0.9. 0.9 is tying the 0. Okay, 0.9. And I know this is very, very clean, because the 0, the legitimate 0, okay, the legitimate 0 is only 4 frames of what Mishu has, 750. Yeah, so the 0 I think is held by Mohit with 0.3, and Mishu has 0.367, so that is, you know, that means the legitimate zero must be very, very tight. Oh, come on. It's just, what was I saying? Well, yeah, that's it. I'm not really sure if I have to use the slope there. I think I did use it in one of the other attempts, and it did work, right? Yeah. So 717. That is super bad. Eight 8-3. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. That's 2 frames off what I need to take the zero. And again, this is a very solid framework, so I'll be satisfied with that, with taking it by a frame. Again, Mishu is only 4 frames ahead. This is a very such a framework. So, you know, the 4 frames are not that scary, because that's in a framework, that's a lot of time. If I do a regular jump here, I can still pass the mines. Maybe I can try that instead of going for the slope. Yeah, I'm gonna try that a little bit. Of course, that's part of the problem there. It should be 0. There you go. By a frame. I thought it was actually going to be a bit better, but because everything sort of aligned and happened very efficiently. But okay. Now we get to this level. I anticipated in the previous episode when I checked them out that this was going to be a bit of a pain, and I checked the route, and it is indeed a pain. So, you know, no surprises there. I think I should do corner jump here, then sort of take that, and then you do this, and then well, let me see what the time is. I've done 917, so 0.617 is 0. Well, let's time the 0. 633 is what I need. So there's a corner jump. There are many corner jumps here, yeah. The one at the end I think is quite finicky, but we'll see. They're all finicky if you want to collect the gold. Because it's not really, you don't really have a lot of angle. Let's see. You do need the corner jump, right? Yeah. Plus I need to collect the gold badge here. That's the sort of, and I've done 583, 0633. Okay, that was 3 frames off, not too bad. Although I did get lucky with the final corner jump, because I've already said that's difficult actually. to have to get the proper angle there. So this level may take a bit of a while. This is why I was actually going to play this episode of the day sooner, because it looked like a decent episode, I guess easy one. But then I thought about it twice and I realized, you know what, level 2 it's not gonna be that easy, and level 0 there's this Mishu route. It looks easy when you look at it, but I'm sure it's not gonna be that easy, and indeed basically you need perfect execution for it. Oh crap, I think that would have been fast enough too. But as I said, the last corner jump, not easy. It's just like the first one actually. Very weird angle. It's almost literally, well, the last one is even worse. Crap. And it's at the very end. You need a more difficult angle. Now, fortunately, your angle is also more the angle at which you're coming is also more lenient. I should be getting this initial one a bit better. Just a bit better. Okay. I wonder if there's a better setup. No, like maybe jump very early. Maybe jump very early, maybe that's better. You know? I'm going to experiment with that. Maybe I can get the hang of that. Maybe I can get the hang of that. Yeah, this looks promising. This looks promising. It's still tight, but tight and time sensitive. And yeah, I think speed-wise, was that fast enough? I think speed-wise there's not gonna be much problem. So I gotta jump exactly at the same spot every time, that way I can get a more consistent approach. .9. Hang on. Just cracked my neck. Slow. Okay, I'm back. I had to leave to take a leak. I also took the opportunity to make a couple of Nutella sandwiches. So it's possible that I'll be munching a little bit here and there. I can take it because I have a very fast metabolism. Yeah, so I think I've already said, the final corner jump here is what really worries me the most. Of course, first of all, because it's at the very end, yeah. And then there's also no easy setup, and the angle is very, very weird. It's like, if you don't want to miss the goal, of course, which you don't, yeah, it's like you have to be very vertical. But if you do that, then maybe you don't get sufficient horizontal momentum. So it's actually quite difficult to get the right corner jump there. Fortunately, though, it seems like I have a consistent setup for the beginning. Well, I mean consistent. You're seeing me fail a lot of times now. But what I mean is that it seems like I can always do exactly the same. Like, I know what I have to do. Of course, then comes the execution, but there's a consistent setup. And then the other corner jump is easy, so it's not a problem. Sorry, I'm going to be munching a little bit, probably. So there you have a little bit of ASMR for you. Turn up your volumes and use headphones. There's no problem, I think, because I've already said pretty much everything I had to say about this level. Now it's all about executing it. It's also going to make me pause a little very often. So this initial corner jump is still difficult. The angle is also weird, but fortunately, if I replicate the setup, then it becomes more or less predictable. I don't know, still having trouble adjusting. I don't really know when it's best to slow down. Wow, what the hell? How many times has that happened now? 20 times in a row that I've overshot. Damn. Of course, doing it is not all. Then I have to hold for long enough, for the right amount of time, because I have to go straight into another corner jump, which is easy, but you have to. I mean, it's easy because you're not really restricted by a lot of things. Like pretty much any kind of corner jump there is going to work. But you know how these things go. You fail the corner jump so often that you don't expect it when you get it. this is actually the level that I was already anticipating was going to be the trickiest when I started. Turns out I've actually lost more time in level 0 because of trying out the Mishu route. Well, that is really difficult. I think I got it very early on when I missed some gold. That's a pity. Damn it. Ooh, damn it. Tight. Oof. Almost didn't take it. Oh, clap. That one I failed it would have been so good. That was part of the ASMR. Oh crap, still 0, but damn, that sucks. This is 0, right? Let me check. 159. Ooh, I'm just now realizing I did the calculations wrong before. I said 617 was 0 because I subtracted 3 frames, but I'm actually 3 frames ahead, so I actually have to add them up. 717 was 0, and fortunately I did 750, so it is 0, but damn, only by 2 frames. That's a real pity because you can see that I lost a lot of time at the very end with that corner jump. I could have held for longer, but the point is, if I had held for longer, would I have taken all the gold? I don't know. I'll have to check the video. You know, but it's difficult. Maybe not. You can do a fast corner jump and collect the gold, but that's difficult. Okay, so I'm taking it. This is 0. I know. It's only 2 frames, but I swear this is tricky. Just trying to justify the laziness. Obviously for the episode it's good. If at any point I'm not satisfied, I can always go back and improve it in level mode. But because of how annoying a couple of those corner jumps are, the one at the very beginning and the one at the very end, I don't think I'll be doing that unless someone takes it, of course. Then we'll be doing a little bit of battle there, probably. Okay. What's a 0? 750. So I'm 5 frames ahead. So 5 frames ahead is 233. So 250 is 0. 250. And above, obviously. Actually, I'm sort of improvising a little bit because I'm forgetting. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm definitely forgetting what I have to do here. Jump there, then you fall there. I think the best way to do it is collect this gold, fall here, then jump, take this gold, trigger the this guy to get it out of the way, then fall here, jump here, then take this, then take that, jump here, then fall here. It's not a very efficient way. I mean, it's not very elegant, yeah. It seems like you're losing a lot of time there. So I know I can wall jump. There are a couple of spots here to wall jump. This one's faster, so I'll be going for that. Oh crap. So I know that was wrong, by the way. I know that. There is a better way to trigger that. So 750 is what I've done. 0 is 250. That was half a second slower. And I think I know where a lot of that time lost resides. Apart from the cleaning itself, is falling on this bounce block or the thwomp. That's the problem. This was still 221. Okay. Eesh. Okay, yeah. So this one is very improvable. And it's also open enough that it's potentially reroutable, actually. I don't know if I should think about that a little bit even. That simple plan. Remember those guys? This is actually a good episode. It's all levels are kind of fun. I've taken kind of long, although it's not going to seem as long to you because I've cut all that first part of the video where I spend 45 minutes trying to go for Mishu route. But as I was saying, it's been long, but it's a fun level. And because I didn't have a single level 0 in this episode before, it's going to be very productive in terms of taking zeros. You know what? I didn't think of it before. There we go. Okay, well that's 0. It is, right? 583, okay, I've done 583, yeah, I've taken it by about 0.3. Okay, so yeah, that is 0. Clearly this level is improvable, you know, probably the most improvable one of the bunch. Potential reroutes, and even if you don't reroute, if you check the trick that I've done in this thwomp, which of course I haven't come up with it, that other people have done it as well, you can probably do it in other places as well to avoid having to touch them. So just by adding those things you could probably clean substantial time, and then there's potential rerouting there. The second half looks quite awkward and slow, so that is potential improvement there waiting to be done. But anyway, for now let's look at the cleanliness. So I've done 583. That is in total 433 faster. So if you add 433 to this, I think you get 0.8 exactly, right? 0.8. So that's what we have to surpass to get 0 in this level as well. 280.8. You know, what I was saying before is that I just noticed that this may actually be the first ownage that I get on stream or on video. Okay, I'm back. Again, I had to pause the video real quick. So as I was saying, I don't think I've gotten any ownage on stream yet. I don't even know if any of the episodes that I've played have I gotten ownage, even with, you know, older zeros. It's possible that I didn't. That's incorrect, but let's continue just to, okay. I don't know if I remember everything, all the details here. Back again. You know, because I've left the game running and I've seen the time going down, this has reminded me about the old versions of N. I'm not even talking about N 1.4, but N 1.2 here, in which when you ran out of time in an episode, you would get actually the screen that is in my profile picture. That was discarded in N 1.3, I think, so you can only find it in 1.2, but fortunately N 1.2 is the version that a lot of us, well, classically at least, found. That's how we found about the game, because that's the version that got quote-unquote leaked onto the net. And I remember people in the community were kind of salty about it at first, like thinking, damn, they didn't ask permission, they didn't ask Mayor Reagan for permission. But hang on, what the hell is this 0? I think it is. What did we say? We said, hang on. We said 280.8, yeah? Okay, so this is actually 0, wow. That's, so this 0 was not very clean. You know what, I'm actually not going to take it, because, I guess because it is so close to 281, then I want to try and get the 281. So let's go ahead and do that. I hope I don't regret this this choice, this decision later. But yes, I was saying in N 1.2, when you ran out of time and you got that screen, you know what? You actually had to reset the entire episode. So running out of time was very different from dying normally. So the whole episode was gone. So you had to go back to the main menu and retry. So running out of time was freaking dangerous. Of course, I think you could just commit suicide to prevent it if you saw that you were running out of time. I think. I mean, I don't remember, but I just suppose that that option was already there. Holy shit, this was easy as fuck. I was expecting this run to be cleaner, but I guess that's not the case. Okay, well, that's the episode done, the episode 0, and I think I did get all the level zeros right. As predicted, yeah. Nice. Okay, so as I was saying before, I think this was the first ownage that I've got on stream. Even if we include episodes in which I already had previous zeros, I don't think I had a single ownage yet. I think on average, based on Ultimate and Legacy, I tend to get about an ownage per column or something like that. Like just maintaining the Ultimate and Legacy average. So I guess it was about time, so to speak. But yeah, that's I'm also very happy because all the level zeros happened in the video. Okay, that's pretty good. You can see the amount of attempts here, 420. A lot of them are probably from the 2016 attempts, because I also remember having to grind this back then, the previous run that I had. And look at, you can see here, almost 500 attempts. Most of them happened before. Okay, so the next that's it for the stream, I guess. Very, very happy. You know, couldn't really be much happier. Let me just quickly check what the next episode is going to consist on. Okay, we have a framework here. Okay. Alright, good. That's another framework. Ooh, a maxed map. That's interesting. So this episode is extremely tight. Right, this is maxed. This is a very solid framework. As you can see, 0.1 spread. This is quite frame-worthy as well. So really, and this is, I mean, this is a second. This is the only one that's a bit more open. Although this run, I battled this zero with Nightwish a while ago, and I know it is very, very clean. Okay, very, very good session, I think. I did lose all that time at the beginning trying to do the Mishu route, but I mean, that's not wasting time. Very happy with it. Let me just go ahead and check the new cleanliness. Well, of course, the cleanliness is 0, isn't it? Because I just did it in all the 5 level zeros in the episode run. Splits for S-E-06. Now that the scores are updated, so I did 750 better than the prior perfect episode. And now, there you go. Yeah, this is the cleanliness. This is, of course, a rounding sort of error, but the cleanliness is 0. Yeah, so now I think that's the second episode only in which I have cleanliness of 0. Because it's very difficult to do, because there's always some level, like some framework in which you can lose frames. So this may be the second or so. Alright, well, I guess that I'm going to be cutting it here. See you guys on the next Highscoring Session, where we'll be doing episode S-E-07, which is quite the framework.